Hello everybody, welcome back to Drawing the Weather. Today we're going to take another look at clouds, and I'm going to show you 4 different ways to draw clouds, and some of these techniques will be ones that we touched on before. And yeah, so let's get started. So for this first method or technique of drawing clouds, I'm going to first sharpen this woodless graphite over the paper, and it's a 2B woodless graphite. Mainly just the top half of the page here. I'm going to take a napkin. I'm going to blend that into the paper and tone the surface. Alright, we'll go back in, add some more graphite at the top. I want the top to be darker than the bottom. Use the other side. There we go. Blend that in. Alright, now the paper's toned for the most part. Let's just more at the top there. Alright. So now I'm going to go in and indicate the horizon. I'm going to use an HB pencil for that. Alright, so I won't do anything else with that right now. So I'm going to go in with a pencil cap eraser and start creating some cumulus clouds. Just mainly using circular motions and just, creating cloud-like shapes. And of course, the further away they are, the smaller they're going to be. So the clouds closer to the horizon will be a bit smaller. And they don't require a lot of detail. Now I've got the basic cloud shapes down. I'm just going to clean it up. Alright, so now I'm going to start going in with a shadow for the shag. Going in and creating the shadows. I think I'll go in with a B. Not a bumblebee, but a B pencil. And let's just begin. Looks like our light source is coming down like this from the upper left. Some of these clouds already look like they have shadows. We're just going to enhance them a bit. And then for clouds in the distance, we don't have to really do too much. We just get a little bit on the bottoms there. Right. So now I'm going to go in with a Q-tip and blend it in, blend out the shadows. I'm using kind of a circular motion and a little bit of a tapping motion too, because I don't want to like rub the entire thing out. I still want there to be some texture, soft textures of course. And then just lightly touching the clouds down there at the horizon. Maybe soften them a little bit since they're further away. Alright. So now, just go in. Gee, I cannot talk some days. Alright. I'm going to go in with an eraser pencil. It's the same one that I have the pencil cap eraser on. So, I'm going to define the highlights. I'm also basically using circular motions for that. Of course, it is creating a lot of eraser dust, but once I go through with a dusting brush, it'll take all that away. We're also trying to keep in mind that the light source is coming down from the upper left. Of course, you don't have to be as detailed with the clouds in the distance. Just touch on some highlights there. I go in with the magical dusting brush. Sometimes you have to be firm with it. And look, we got some clouds. But I'm going to go back in with the Q-tip. Just touch up a little bit. Maybe go back in with a 2B. No, the B. And maybe just increase some of the shadows, but not too much. I'm just giving it a light touch. I hope the fan noise isn't bothering anybody. It's mainly to drown out any other noises. Alright. So I'm going to go in and finish the landscape. I'm using the B pencil again for this. Alright, and there's the first completed drawing. Alright, so for this next technique, I'm going with a 2B pencil, and I'm going to be drawing in the sky around the clouds. So I'm just going to map out where I want the clouds. I'm not going to worry too much about the bottom because we're going to be adding a landscape down the bottom. I'm just going to make the upper part of the sky a little bit darker. Alright, now I'm going to go back in with the Q-tip and blend out the sky. I'm just using circular motions. And we can also blend up a bit into the bases of the clouds too. So now I'm going to go in with the eraser pencil and kind of redefine the clouds. And the light source in this this drawing seems to be coming kind of down from the upper right, kind of the opposite of the other drawing. So, going in with the dusting brush. Some of it is use the pencil cap eraser a little bit. There. That gets rid of some of that dust. Now I'm going to go in with the B pencil and start working on the shadows. And I'm applying the graphite fairly light. Now I'm going to go back in with the Q-tip and blend in those shadows. Now I'm going to go back in and just try to smooth out the sky a little bit. It's probably about as good as that's going to look. Gives it kind of a, I don't know, hazy appearance. Just makes the clouds look very misty. so they'd be probably relatively low. And go in with a 2B pencil and just create the landscape. It's going to be some trees. Alright, there's the completed drawing. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so now for this next technique, I'm going to go in with the woodless 2B graphite and start drawing in the sky. Just going to be more of a overcast, gloomy day. Alright, now that I got that in there, I'm going to go in with a napkin, my trusty napkin, and blend that all in. I'm just going to go back in with the 2B and just start creating some clouds. So I'm going to go back in with the Q-tip and blend out the clouds. So I'm going mainly in horizontal strokes near the bottom and also a little bit across the cloud bases. Alright, I'm going to go in and create the landscape with the same pencil, the woodless graphite 2B. Alright, here's that completed image. Alright, now it's time for the last drawing. Just go in with the woodless graphite pencil, the 2B, and pencil sharpener, and just sharpen a bunch of graphite right onto the page. I'm going to go in with my napkin and blend it all in. Go in, indicate the ground, Alrighty. Now it's time to draw the clouds. So we're going to go back in with the same pencil. And these are going to be some nice big storm clouds. I'm actually using one of the techniques from earlier and drawing around the clouds. I also go in with the Q-tip. I'm using mainly just circular motions for this. Bring down some rain over here. And you can see that. Just bringing it down. Now it's time to go in with the eraser pencil that I just sharpened and create some of these highlights. Light source, of course, is coming down this way. Go with a dusting brush. And back in with a Q-tip. Kind of soften those a bit. And then go back in and reshape some of the highlights. Or redefine. Move it over a bit with the dusting brush. And go back in with a 2B and work on the shadows. You see how I'm still going around some of these cloud shapes to give it dimension. So it's basically, by putting dark here, it's implying highlight over here. But it's not directly lit by the sun. And we'll blend those in with the Q-tip. Alright, I'm going to add in the ground. I'm just going to go back in with the 2B and just darken up the bottom a little bit. and then soften that a little bit. Alright, and there's the completed drawing. Alright, so that's all 4 completed cloud drawings. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.